What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Dollar Mike, aka Michael Mitchell, back at it again with another video. In today's video, I'm actually going to talk to you about how I invest my money, how I actually weekly invest my money, because as you can tell by the title, I invest at least $100 every single week into the Robinhood app. I invest in other places, but in this video, we're going to be specifically talking about the Robinhood app and how I invest $100 every single week and basically why I do that, because $100 is a lot of money and it might be too much for some people, it might be too little for others. All that really matters is how you invest your money. So I'm going to show you exactly why I invest $100 every single week into the Robinhood app, and hopefully that can give you some insight on whether you should invest daily, weekly, monthly, all at once. It all really depends, but we're going to get into that in this video. So without further ado, because I don't like wasting your time, let's get into the video. Let's go. So yes, $100 every single week into the Robinhood app, aka $400 every single month going into investments, going into stocks, going into whatever I buy on the Robinhood app. I can put this anywhere else. It doesn't have to be on Robinhood, but right now my platform of choice is Robinhood. I'll lay out exactly why I actually do that right now, and I'll also give you guys some insights as far as you doing it, or just insights on investing in general that you might not be aware of that we'll just talk about in this video. So let's start off with the first thing. The first one is a pro tip, and you definitely need to be aware of this if you're just investing just as a beginner or just investing in general, anything like that. And what I'm basically saying is that more time in the market is better than actually trying to time the market. So what do I mean by that? I don't know about you, but I don't want to sit on my phone all day or sit on my laptop all day or sit on my computer all day at work and look at stocks and stuff that I hold to see if the price is actually going up and down and trying to figure out when's a good time to buy. Honestly, that's a waste of time, and you got better things to do with your life, and you probably can make more money by doing other things with your life instead of trying to beat the market every single time you can try to actually beat the market. And trust me, most people actually can't do that. The best thing that you can do is dollar cost averaging, which is spending more time in the market in general. With dollar cost averaging, you're going to buy that stock you own consistently over time, no matter what the price is, basically overall averaging yourself up and down to get a steady price on that stock. So if you see a stock going down, one of your stocks you own, you see it going down by a lot, that might be a good time to actually buy in and grab some more shares of that stock. If you see it going all the way up and it's doing really well, you could chase it, but I recommend you not do that, because usually when it's going that high up, especially if it's doing it really fast, like a company like Tesla, which the stock price is just honestly ridiculously crazy, I wouldn't really try to chase those, because you really don't know how high it's going to go, and you also don't know how fast it's going to crash. So best thing to do is try to not to actually time the market, but if you see it going down, go ahead and grab some. But overall in general, basically just pace yourself, put a little bit of money in every couple of weeks, every day, however you want to invest your money, because I can't tell you how to invest your money 100%, but I can give you a suggestion on what I think is best. And personally for me, what I think is best for me is investing weekly. I put a little bit in a couple of stocks every single week, and overall I'll average up to whatever price I'll average up to. It's that simple. If you buy all the way at the top price, for instance Tesla, about a week ago, then you probably got burned when Tesla actually dropped tremendously over the past 3-4 days. It's actually up today, but overall it did drop by a good amount of money. So best thing to do is buy over time. That means buy low, buy high overall, but make sure you have a steady, continuous payment going towards whatever stock you're actually trying to get more of. The next thing up is actually compound interest, and this kind of works into my dividends play as well. If you guys don't know what dividends, make sure you check out my dividend investing video. But overall, if you hold shares of a company that pays out dividends, that company will pay you a little bit of money every single quarter, maybe every single year, maybe every half a year. It really depends on when they pay out dividends. It could be monthly as well. They'll pay you out dividends, and that can either go back into your account as just cash, or you can have that money reinvested into stocks, which is what I do. So when you have it reinvested, that's basically compound interest on your original investment. So let's say you have $100 and you see a stock on Robinhood that's paying a dividend, and the share price of that stock is actually $10 a share. So you go and use your $100 to buy 10 shares of that stock, aka you're getting 10 shares for $100, and you never put any money in there at all. Let's also say that company that you bought 10 shares of pays $1 per share every single month, aka you're getting paid another $10 simply by holding the stock every single month. So that means the first month you'll have $100 of that stock, the next month you'll have $110 worth of that stock, the next month you'll have $120 worth of that stock, but you see that 110 that you had is actually compounded on top of that 120, which will get compounded on top of 130, which will get compounded on top of 140, all the way up, and it'll just keep going, and it'll keep going and keep going. And that's exactly what compound interest is. You're getting compound interest on your original investment. Overall, you're never putting any extra money in there because you're getting paid from those dividends, but you're still making a lot of money because it's all getting compounded and adding towards each other. Overall, after about 10 months, you'll have another 10 shares of that company, which will pay you another $1 per share, and it'll just keep keep compounding and keep compounding. It's easy money to be made. You just got to go and invest and do it. Another thing I want to talk about is diversification. So I own a lot of stocks, as you can see from my Robinhood portfolio investment videos, which you guys should go check out. I have a whole playlist somewhere up there, I believe. But overall, yes, I do own a lot of stocks, and I didn't buy all those stocks all at once. I actually bought them from, like I said before, investing $100 every single week and buying a little bit at a time over a span of multiple weeks. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. Obviously, if you put all your money in Tesla and you saw that drop, then I'm pretty sure your whole portfolio probably tanked because you're only invested in Tesla. However, if you only put 25% of your money that you had in Tesla and 75% of that money went to other stocks, I don't care what it is, it doesn't really matter what they are, then your portfolio probably wouldn't have tanked as much as it would as you putting 100% of your money into Tesla. It's just that simple. So diversify, make sure you understand what you're invested in, and overall just buy a multitude of stocks. Don't focus on only one company or only one type of category, because generally speaking, if a company in that category that you may be invested in, for instance tech, is falling, then it might be some other tech stocks that you own that might also be falling as well. So maybe you want to get into the manufacturing business and buy some stocks in that. Maybe you want to get into the healthcare business and buy some stocks in that to balance out your portfolio. It's simple balance. It's a play that you kind of have to do on your own. Obviously, like I said, you can check out my dividend investing videos for that, because I try to balance my portfolio as much as possible, but as you can probably tell, it's not that balanced, but it's getting there because this is a long game. This isn't a thing you do overnight. It takes time to gather all this money to put in investments, so you kind of gotta just, you know, play the waiting game. But overall, yes, investing every single week definitely helps me get there. I can do it daily, but I like the weekly better. It just makes more sense for me. Investing every single week also helps me get in on stocks that I might not have money for right away. For instance, I know Airbnb is actually coming up, and Airbnb, it might actually be going public on the stock market soon. We don't know when. I don't know when, at least. Maybe you do. Let me know in the comment section if you do, because I would love to know. But Airbnb might be going public, so that means you can buy shares of Airbnb. If you guys don't know what Airbnb is, people basically own their homes and they rent out their homes to people that want to stay in their homes for experiences or just to stay somewhere else rather than just staying at a hotel. Pretty simple stuff, pretty cool stuff. I've used it 6-7 times now, so it's solid stuff. I want to invest in them, but I don't know when they're going public. But since I invest every week, I'll have a little bit of extra money just laying on the side, so I can go ahead and put that in Airbnb versus actually trying to transfer the money when they go public and missing out on possible gains. Who knows? It really doesn't matter, but I try to have a little bit of money extra just in case something happens, some news comes up, and I want to invest. I can invest right then and there instead of just waiting for a transfer. Like I said before, investing $100 every single week is a lot of money, but you obviously don't have to invest $100 every single week. You can invest $100 a day if you want to do that. You can invest $10 a day if you want to do that, $5 a day. And that's really one of the best parts about investing. You're not in competition with anyone unless you obviously want to be in competition with somebody, but you can invest in what you want. Only do what you can afford. Obviously, you shouldn't go out of your way to put a lot of money in your investments and don't have any type of emergency fund backed up, because that's very important as well, because who knows? That's what an emergency fund's for. Who actually knows what's going to happen in your life or my life? Nobody knows. So make sure you have an emergency fund as well. Just something to think about, and I also made a video on that as well. The Robinhood app, I feel like, is still one of the top platforms to actually buy and sell stocks on. For beginners, of course, if you want to buy and sell stocks, I think Robinhood is the way to go. I think it'll be the way to go for some time, because other apps, they're cool, they're great, they actually offer more features, but they aren't as user-friendly in my personal experience, and that's just kind of how I feel. It's my opinion. But if you want to use Webull as well, there's a download link for Robinhood. You'll get a free stock with Robinhood if you use my link down below. If you want to use Webull, there's a download link for that as well. It's a little bit more advanced, actually, I think a lot more advanced. But if you want to jump into Webull, I mean, overall, it's the better platform versus Robinhood, but like I said before, it's a lot more advanced, a little bit more complicated, it's a little bit more laid out. But if you want to, you know, really get into stocks, I think you should try out Webull. You'll get 2 free stocks with Webull, and you can also try out M1 Finance. I haven't made a full-blown video on M1 Finance, but I should sometime in the future. I don't have one scheduled just yet, but it is coming. And with the M1 Finance link down below, you'll get a free $10 to put towards your stocks. So Robinhood, M1 Finance, Webull, check all those out. The links are down below. It's that simple if you want to get some free stocks or a free $10, which could basically buy you a stock anyway. So check those out. The last thing I actually want to mention is that you don't actually have to follow my method. This is simply my method. This is how I invest in stocks. You can invest in stocks any way you want to invest in stocks. If you want to go ahead and just drop $1,000 in stocks and then don't think about it or do whatever, however you want to do it, you can do that. It's perfectly fine. I'm not saying that you shouldn't drop a whole lot of money at the beginning, because actually that's what I did when I first started. I actually dropped about $2,500 from my savings into my Robinhood account after the market basically crashed around March 20th. I believe it was around, I think around March 20th, the market basically crashed. It was like one of the worst trading days in history, or close to something like that, or second worst trading days. Either way, I dropped about $2,500 that day and had been continually investing ever since, and my portfolio has been going up continually ever since. Obviously there are dips in between, but that is supposed to happen. It's the stock market. We can't really, you can't really predict what's going to happen. So you can get your best guess, but you can't really predict what's going to happen. Regardless, up and down, overall up, overall, but up and down. As you can see over the past 3 days, if you check the stock market over the past 3-4 days, it's been down. It's been down. Trust me. I think down like 600 points. But today was actually a good day. Today was actually a good day. It went up by, I think, 300-400 points. Solid stuff. I made a lot of money back. I lost a lot of money over the past 3-4 days, but I made a little bit over half of it back already. So it doesn't really matter, And either way, like I said before, I'm continually investing over time, so none of this really matters to me. I'll pull my money out eventually. I just don't really know when, so we're gonna keep this running. My Robinhood portfolio is getting close to that $10,000 mark, and that is probably one of my goals for 2020 is to reach $10,000 in my Robinhood portfolio. So basically, we'll see what's gonna happen. I don't know what the stock market is gonna do going forward. I only know what history has shown us, and history has shown us that it's going up over time. So go ahead and invest over time. I think it's just the best bet. It makes the most sense, and you don't want to spend a lot of time in the market trying to actually time it. You want to spend a lot of time in the market just being in the market and just investing over time. It's the better bet. Take your time, enjoy yourselves, have fun, make some money. That's all we're really here for, right? So that's kind of it. All in all, it actually comes down to you on how you want to invest and your risk tolerance when you're actually investing. So take care, make sure you invest in what you can afford, make sure you take your time, make sure you do your research, all that kind of good stuff. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit it with a like button. If you didn't enjoy it, make sure you hit the dislike button twice. If you have any questions or comments, basically drop them down below. Any requests on any type of videos that you want me to make. It doesn't have to be about investing. It can be about anything personal finance, because this is the personal finance channel. If you want to see me review some tech stuff, because I got some new tech stuff behind me that's probably going to get a review anyway, drop those comments down below as well. If you have any other questions, you can hit me up in the comment section or on my Instagram or my Twitter. Either one of those things are cool. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to see more Robinhood videos or just videos about investing in general. Either way, that's kind of it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching it for this far, this long. I'm out. Dollar Mike. Peace.